We know we're being shady and shifty, but our characters at the end of the day are like, this is justified, and we are doing it for the good of the city and the greater good. And that was, I mean, speaking of incredibly poignant, incredible life lessons, something that Brennan talked about on that day, which was, not to tell your story, but ending in, the lesson being never trust a motherfucker with a cause. And it felt like so much was really rooted in that, about how you really so much of like the flaws of, for Patia especially, and, Laren and Nidus, was that being blinded by their ambition.
She looks as if the outfit was made for her this morning, because it probably was. Her makeup is impeccable. She is the most put together woman you have ever seen in your life. And she looks up and she just goes, "Happy replenishing, grandfather."
The massive statue of your grandfather smiles knowingly, his gaze eternally fixed upon the city that he raised into the sky.
She has all of the cool. She does not show it on her face. In the back of her head, there's a little twinge of her wondering, what is he doing here? But she would never show it on her face, except for maybe the ever slight tilt of an eyebrow. We will always be first and foremost. That is my goal and destiny.
Destiny.
Yes.
A single golden tear collects at the corner of his eye. He says, "We live in an age where we now know that we may write our own destiny."
Absolutely. What is left me? No one leaves Avalier. No one leaves Avalier.
Okay, hold on. We can leave. Just why would you?
Correct. He wasn't worthy enough.
Yeah. He wasn't.
But we are.
It's come to the attention of Eldamy the Wise that there may have been some attempts by this Archmage Chloris to recreate some vestigial, an attempt to recreate the matron's ritual.
The first time ever, Patia shows a little bit of her inner thoughts and just gives like the slightest hint of an eye roll.
Does divinity and the ascension thereupon cause you some disdain, Keeper?
It just feels like such a hollow title, especially compared to the wonders and the powers that we possess as mere mortals.
You see underneath the towering statue of your grandfather, himself immortal, your words ring throughout the dome.
If we can just all go there, then there's no gods.
It's the only thing that truly separates us from them. Imagine the immense amount of resources, knowledge, power, progression. We are simply limited here. The only thing that makes the gods what they are is that they have access to a whole nother realm of arcane potential. I have it on good authority that Aor is working on a weapon, something deeply destructive. I will not allow them to supersede us in any way.
Sorry, I didn't mean to keep this from you. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
It's also much more glorious to boast when you've achieved something rather than watching it fail and disappointing others.
Or perhaps she's tired of being a medium fish.
Well, I'm not sure what good it is to be a larger fish in a puddle.
That's because I'm talking to a shark.
Flesh
Killed
missing.
someone at Patia's party?
I did. There, no one important, okay? I wouldn't repeat that
I'm
mistake.
sure his mother thought that he was important.
Oh, loquacious, it wouldn't be a first. The Magisterium is quite loyal to their long-withstanding handshakes for people who are long gone. Yeah. Shuffled off of this plane. What good is loyalty to a dead person? Please go just make sure that the hors d'oeuvres and the beverages are all settled and...
Oh, he's bringing a wolf. Is that bad? He's bringing a wolf. I was told he was bringing a wolf. There's just gonna be a wolf.
Fantastic.
A wolf is a terrestrial creature. It's a
Can
it's a
the
dog
wolf
basically.
Speak? Like, can the wolf speak? You know, like the sphinxes that you see in the Parade of Beasts?
Oh, the sphinx. I actually quite enjoyed that sphinx. Sorry, too forward.
Shall I escort you away from your audience?
You see, Madara looks and says, "Sir Ilres, please. Well, listen.
I say, Madara.
Sorry.
Do we think Madara has any information?
She's your assistant. You tell me.
I don't pay attention to people dumber than me.
That is incredibly fair. Let's go talk to her.
Madara is standing there going like, it's of course love. I mean, the last, and sees both of you walking straight towards her, and you see she like swallows a full gulp of air into her stomach, just like just at both of your power and station. And he goes, keep back, Kavika Starkane, hello.
Follow me.
Yep.
But I find, frankly, all of your behavior tonight specifically to be soppy.
Go home, Madara.
I am very sorry.
Happy replenishment.
She wordlessly turns and walks out of here.
I might have to admit that I was needlessly harsh to a subordinate.
No. Her dress was atrocious. Did you see that?
It was bad, and honestly, if you can get a modify memory cast on you, like what kind of wizard are you anyway?
She should be more careful.
Truly.
She deserves the night off. This feels personal, right?
Yeah. I've always hated you. Woo! And you, scintillating blue energy, the blue of brimstone. Yes. Withering her own skin. The spell escapes and recurses and recurses and recurses. And she drops to the floor. And I will say this, Patia. I leave it up to you because on a 19 plus 10 is a 29 Arcana check. Do you want her dead or incapacitated?
She did it to her own damn self. And Patia, as she like crushes in, and you see the runic glow of the broomstone that mirrors, and the broomstone around her necklace flashes as she crushes in. She just goes, "Oh, I didn't get a chance to tell her that I've always hated her too." That's it.
A withered skeleton collapses into dust on the ground.
I just kind of bounce the ball a little bit, letting her skeleton rattle around inside. To a sense, I do agree that panic never solves any problems. We should maintain a level of control of the population. My concern is how this information even fell into the hands of this one Mage Chloris.
Well, those questions deserve answers.
Absolutely.
Terrestrial mages coming into power. Obviously, the odds that he was in any way, shape, or form successful are slim. But it's dangerous magic to tangle with, and it's the responsibility of this council to see that Exandria is kept safe from any such meddling.
Well, as you know, the Library Incantatum has a deep vested interest in any type of extraterrestrial knowledge that should not be in the hands of dangerous people. So many people.
Obviously, that is incredibly private. You share that only at your utmost discretion.
It will join the other secrets up my sleeve.
The record has been set that the librarium incantatum, under its current keeper of scrolls, has bested the previous record for magical knowledge gained in a single venture. And I asked to whom the young Archmage Por'co had wrested this title, and I was informed she had wrested it from herself, who had set the previous record.
I've already copied them down, and you see kind of like thin, like wisps of light kind of pour out of the runes and into the orb that is constantly floating around Patia. With what time I have, I just mage hand out all of these scrolls, and you see kind of this similar silvery strand kind of sucking the text out of the scrolls, making a copy as it zips into my sphere. With just each one we come across, I'm copying and pasting. As Patia is still at her party, standing under this immaculate tree that Nidus graced my presence with. And she's just kind of standing there, and it's like one of those shots where she's still and everything is buzzing around her like in fast motion. And she casts Detect Thoughts, and she's like ice cold in her face, just kind of almost like the fixture of this party. And she's just gonna go bing, 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 and just bounce around and just like listen. Yes. Yeah.
You are, much like the psychometric chamber earlier, you're essentially recreating the mind of a now dead man in your orb. Leave it to, well, it's hard to tell who cast it, but you know it wasn't an enchanter, because this modify memory was sloppy, and it was done very fast. Circle's been breached. Mila's friend's not one of yours. There might be some people who need to forget some stuff.
This name does not ring true in my head in the slightest. And I know everyone.
Well, and I'm going to spin her away.
I walk away pissed.
See, Alessander looks at her as she walks the automatons and creates the gate for you to go down to the Meridian Labyrinth. And you see, he looks at you and casts the message cantrip in reference to this porter. Should I put the young porter on Archmage Por'co's list of our friends with,
of course,
bad memory? Yes.
You asked to not remember, and I obliged.
You've never locked anything away without keeping a hold of the key in case you needed it again. If you wish to return Xerxes' memory to him, you may. This is your entire specialization, the minds of the people of Avalier.
It is my duty and my purview to keep what knowledge is exposed and spread throughout into Exandria, and what knowledge is not. And I hold that title very dear and sacred. But I hold that title. Patia is the last one remaining as everyone goes ahead. We'll follow in a moment. She pulls the orb in front of her face, and she just starts playing back the memory of the things that just happened. And she gets to Saret saying, there have been some incredibly selfish choices, and she plays it back. Incredibly selfish choices, and plays it back. Incredibly selfish choices, plays it back. After about half a dozen times, steels herself and follows forward. Currently, not interested in these timely squabbles that will not matter in 10 years, 5 years, maybe even a day's time. What I am interested in is what information this tree holds. What information has been lost and is in this tree. So I'm going to approach it. Touch it? I'm gonna touch it. I want to extract any type of legend or story that I have, any knowledge from this tree.
Yes.
While they're distracted.
In the chaos,
In the chaos, I don't care about this shit.
give me a wisdom saving throw disadvantage. No, sorry. Charisma. Charisma saving throw disadvantage.
Are you within 10 feet of me?
No, she walks up to the tree. You walk up, touch the tree, ask it for names. Patia Por'co. The last person who touched this tree was your grandfather, and you see him reach out to touch it and hear a voice saying, "Unhand it!" as a towering ursine form. The great leader of the Gautrashari when this tree was first placed. You see the tree of names. What has it been doing? The tree is a wall. The tree is a gate. The tree is a pen. Scribing blossoms, ley lines, writing the names. Petals falling all over Exandria. This was our bargain, Emir. You move back out. All of you watch her touch the tree and see you see Patia's hair stretch out behind her, her eyes consumed with fire. She is rooted to the tree as though it is trying to draw her in and falls back out. You're looking in deeper and deeper, right? You see Emir, you see this thing at the end. You see your grandfather take his hand off and say, "What, I'm not allowed to touch this most important engine of my city?" And you see that this ursine form changes back into an Earth Janazi man who just looks and says, "Emir, I beg of you, we have given as much as we can. This will be a boon to the world. Just," and you see Emir says, then tell me. And you see this druid look. Patia, what are you looking at in this moment?
I already know my grandfather's intentions because his blood runs through my veins and I know mine. What does the druid know that we do not? I want to go like a primordial deep. How fucking deep does this shit go? Center of the universe, Big Bang, let's go!
Big Bang, center of the universe. You see, towering, the Emperor of Fire, Raushan of the Primordials, the Empress of the Earth, Kamort, the Dawn Father, the Wild Mother, Mount Igora, where they were sealed forever. And here you see that the druids, though they did not have hubris, perhaps had flaws of their own, for they would not say, for they did not trust. As you go deep, you see the tree lance out, 2 branches, sharp as swords, lance into Patia and Loquacious at the same moment.
I rolled a 17 plus 10 for my Staff of Power, a 13 plus 10 for my Ring of Protection, and a 3 for my Ring of Mind Shielding. So my Ring of Mind Shielding fails.
Patia, you immediately take 26 points of force damage as your Ring of Mind Shielding blasts 3 fingers off your other hand and scatters all of the spells that it's protected you from, scrying spells, spiral into your mind all at once as the force damage begins to shred your ability to remember, your ability to... You also are still processing the legend lore that you just learned, all of the secret names of the tree that has been protecting Exandria for 292 years. But you take 26 points of force damage from your ring of mind shielding, which is gone, disanimated and destroyed in a blast of magic.
And I would say, especially with it being the ring of mind shielding and the mental strain, that Sarah would probably absolutely, as well as everybody else, just hear this like blood curdling as she experiences an immense amount of trauma.
I think she processes all of the knowledge that she's just been flooded with. And in that instant realizes you can hold all the knowledge in the world, but if it dies with you, it doesn't matter. And you just see like grim realization as blood trickles from her eyes.
Can't name it, can't put a thought to it, but you feel something like holding ether in your body, something that you like took from the Tree of Names. It's hard to talk about, but as you came back, you got something from that legend lore, something big and powerful. It's hard for your mind to access. There's like something magical inside you that you don't know if you would survive releasing it.
Sarah, where did you send your children?
To be with their mother.
Where is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
How old is young Maya now?
14?
What a lovely age. I walk to my great-grandfather's statue. Just walk up to the base of his statue. And I say, "Hello, grandfather. Happy replenishment. I saw the choice that you made. And henceforth, an entire civilization of people have been implicated in your decision. And the Galdrashari could have been more forthcoming. They should have shared their knowledge. But it seems these selfish choices have been reverberating through all of us. Grandfather, I have dedicated my entire life to Avalier. I bore no children. I took no spouse. Only the umbilical connection that I have to this city and the legacy of the Por'cos. And the cycle of selfishness. I do not know if we will ever be rid of it. But I hope I can do my part. In ending it here, for now, for Avalier. And I'm going to levitate up. The city, the replica he's holding of Avalier, how big is it?
20 feet wide.
I take the library. And I take my sphere of power that I have inscripted, every scroll, every text, every memory of mine, every conversation, every backhand deal, every happy memory that I have possessed in my power. And I take both of them in my hand. I cast teleport to Maya. Saret's children.
An orb and a library vanish. You look. You've spent a life collecting and collecting and collecting. Scrolls into a library and memories into an orb. Here in this moment, having scarred the perfect replica of Avalier, you look up at your grandfather. I have a question for you. We have heard Patia speak often of her grandfather. And we have never heard her speak of her parents. A silence deep and profound. So I want to ask you, do you think your memories of them are in that orb, or were they taken away? And if they were taken away, do you think they were taken away by you yourself or by your grandfather when he was alive?
It's strange. A little bit of above the table Marisha here. There wasn't even a second when considering Patia's backstory that I thought or considered her parents. I figured, if anything, they dedicated their life to Avalier just as she did, and that connection was stronger.
As the orb leaves, teleporting away from you, a young girl looking at the face of an old and bitter Emir the Bold. Granddaughter, where your mother and father failed, you will succeed. I know it in my heart to be true. It will be easier, I think, for us both to forget, don't you? And here you see a twinge in his eye. The dream of Avalier needs to be perfect.
As before the teleport sphere or spell completes, I reach out, almost wanting to get it back. But I think there's nothing else I need to know. I think I know it all already.
How much have you changed? How many memories have you erased? How perfect have you made this dream? The orb and library are gone, and you feel the spell complete. And somewhere in the world, someone is holding the work of your life.
It's all on you, smart girl.
Door opens, and Loris of the Weaver's Mask steps through. Archmage Por'co begins to descend the staircase.
What the hell are you doing here?
You speak quite boldly. What happens in the city? There's word of chaos and ruin.
Go fuck yourself, Loris. And I walk past him.
Do you deny me my right? Do you deny me the ability to speak to you and make commands? I am a member of the Ring of Gold. I serve Eldemir the Wise, Archmage of the Septarian.
Look around, Loris. Do you really think a title holds any weight in this moment, right now?
Is everything all right?
Eldemir, my liege, I am afraid I have failed you this day. As has Loris, as has many a mage here in Avalier.
We must have the Herald inform the citizenry.
He's already on it.
He's going to tell them to divert their spell energy into the etheric net to preserve the city.
Does that sound like a viable fucking plan?
It sounds like something you would say if you wanted to preserve Avalier at the expense of all the people living in it.
He'll know exactly what to say. As I pass Loris, I just... one more dagger as I pass by.
He stares at you as well.
I say, you will die tonight. A traitor. And not just to Avalier, but yourself. Down with the ship.
I look at the ring around the stained glass and I reflect on the brass ring. This amazing group of 6 people. And I look at all of us and I just say, telepathically in our bond, I love you, my family. You just start seeing runes coming out of the ring behind the stained glass, and it pops out almost like a 3D effect and smashes down over top of us. And I cast a wall of force around essentially
Laren and I.
Images, stained glass, force, surround you. You've given your whole life to a place. And the hope when we give all of ourselves to something is that that something will, in times of need, stand for those that have given to it. You have served Avalier. Avalier now serves the world through its architect Arcane. Let Avalier serve you both.
whatever ancient magic deep down inside that I gathered of Raushan and Kamort, that I got from the arboreal cortex. I just look at Laren and more or less accept my fate and unleash whatever essence that Patia has left, committing to this.
Within your body, Patia, you release what you were holding on to. As you release it into the Layrite, moments before Laren's final act, a 9th level spell leaves your body. A wish or a miracle, spells that rework the fabric of the world itself, leaves, hits the Layrite, and the energy levels of the city rise to 100. You fall, seeing your friend. You remember an image of your grandfather. Remember, Patia, if a time should come when you must choose between the Por'cos, our family, and Avalier, we built Avalier. We could build it again. What matters more, the dream or the dreamer? In this moment, as the life leaves you, what are Patia's final thoughts?
Just that there are many more dreams to come.
You hold that
And here, on Saret's body, as the taxmen power down, many more dreams to come, the voice of a young girl. In your final moments, you hear, Dad? Dad, it's Maya. I've got some kind of orb. And knowing that it doesn't have to be forgotten, and that new dreams don't have to tread the paths of the old.